Hello, good evening, morning, wherever you're watching this from and whatever time you're watching it from. I'm going to be grinding some materials for some characters I'm planning to build. And then I'm also going to read I'm going to try to, with whatever time I have left, the Harumasa event story. Because I hear it's actually pretty good. So without further ado, I'm just going to go get started with it.
We fighting? This is the path I follow. To what do I owe the pleasure?
Need something? Go ask my colleagues.
Only the brave will win.
Is it time to clock out? Need something? Go ask my colleagues.
Oh, hey, welcome to the stream. Hey, hey, hey.
It's over.
I'm just farming for materials for this character I want to upgrade. So I just gotta run this stage multiple times. Is the volume okay? Like, mic-wise and game-wise? Alright, sounds good.
Weakling. Victory, the only option. Not one step further. Watch out. A beautiful shooting star! Weakling. Courage is power! Knowledge is too! I'm not a loser! Swift and decisive! My blade is already sheathed. Victory, the only option. Weakling. Not even close. A beautiful shooting star. My blade is already sheathed. A solid hit. Home is where the... Ideas? Swept the decisive. We fighting? Huh? Is something the matter?
Come on, let's get to...
Is it time to clock out? Need something? Go ask my colleagues.
Okay, now I'm gonna get started on the story. Actually, hold up. Let me finish these combat notes.
Impeccable. This won't hurt. No.
After this, I can go home, right? Target practice.
Sure.
After this, I can go home, right? Be gentle with the patient, would you? With a clear mind, arrows fly through. Combat isn't my my thing. Take
This won't hurt. Let's test your metal. Here comes the first. This won't hurt. Nah.
After this, I can go home, right?
Behave now. Backup's here. This won't hurt. Nah.
After this, I can go home, right? Who's the pathetic one now?
Understood. This won't hurt. Backup's here. Just leave it to me.
Don't worry, I'm terribly weak.
Behave now.
After this, I can go home, right? Be gentle with the pace, would you?
With pleasure. This won't hurt.
After this, I can go home, right? Who's the pathetic one now?
Ready with this. Behave now. Please, don't resist. Out you right hand. Bye-bye, suckers.
this.
Enemy target discovered. Guardian Mark 3.
After this, I can go home, right?
Cross the line and you get shot.
We're not done yet.
Yep.
Ambush! Ever heard the whistle of arrows in flight? After this, I can go home, right?
Oh shoot, I didn't even know I was doing another story. Yeah, I'll put it on pause. Okay, so apparently the story isn't limited, but I guess the rewards that come from reading the story are. So, I'll read as much as I can.
Chief Miyabi! Tsukishiro! Hello! I'm so pleased to see you in such good health. I'm here to submit my sick leave form. Same as before. You know the drill.
3 sick days this week. Got it.
Chief, please don't go along with him. This isn't like ordering at a restaurant. Asaba, I have reminded you several times now you've already used up your leave for the year. In theory, we can't approve your requests anymore.
Theory is just theory. It's not like I can control this. You all know I've been sick since I was a kid, and I still get flare-ups every now and then. That's why my family abandoned me.
Did they really? No, I'm falling for it. I'm falling for it.
Huh? Didn't you say last time that you had no parents? Just a master?
Oh, he definitely making this up. Okay, but I know there's some I think there's some truth to it. Like he has some sickness or illness. But that part about the family and his parents, I'm making that up.
Yeah, after my parents abandoned me, my master took me in. I passed all the tests for the HSO but got rejected because of my health. Thankfully, Chief Miyabi took pity on me.
I didn't choose you out of pity. It was simply because you were the strongest candidate.
Oh, you're too kind. What can I say? I'm a genius.
Fine. I'll figure something out for your leave. But 3 days is the absolute limit. And don't pull what you did last time, sending me a fake thermometer picture at midnight on the 3rd day, asking to extend your leave.
A correction? That wasn't fake. It was the actual reading.
Bet he like pressed it against a lamp or something.
Though, it was my cat's temperature.
Public security recently seized a batch of illegal pharmaceuticals. Supposedly, they can temporarily boost ether aptitude. This is a highly important case and could be transferred to us soon. When that happens, you won't have the flexibility to take any more time off.
Drugs that can boost ether aptitude? Where were they seized?
In the hollow at Port Elpis. This is new. Are you actually interested in the case?
Oh, please. You know I'd never be interested in work, but a drug like that sounds perfect for slacking off. Wouldn't it be useful on missions? Why was it banned?
Because it's too good to be true. And even if it's real, there must be some unforeseen consequences.
That was a cool line, Yanagi.
Thanks, Chief.
I've heard of this drug before, but it was years ago. It can boost ether aptitude temporarily, but the side effects are severe. It worsens corruption symptoms, and can even cause the user to turn into an ethereal.
Oh, those are the consequences Nagi was talking about!
In any case, seeking power like this is pure opportunism. Real strength comes from hard work.
But in this world, those with real strength are always a rare minority.
Did you just...
Nope, nothing. I'll let you get back to approving my sick leave then. My chest is starting to hurt again. Feels like I'm dying. Anywho, I'll get out of your hair now. See you.
This guy. He doesn't even try to fake it anymore.
He takes a leave like this every month. I bet he's just sneaking off somewhere and stuffing his face with tasty food.
Harumasa just has something he has to get done.
Oh, no, you don't. Chief, we have a very important...
Oh.
Who would only knock once?
Hey there, you two. How's it going?
Why do we sound so disappointed? Oh, it's you.
Oh, it's you. No wonder there was only one knock. Too lazy to knock again, huh?
Knocking on the door is just another thing that wears me out. As long as I get what I need, it doesn't... More importantly, actually, you're the only ones who can help me out.
He probably might ask us for help in solving the mission ourselves, so that way it doesn't have to get escalated.
What is it? Sounds pretty serious when you put it like that.
I need to go into the hollow for a case, but my carrot's acting up.
No way. This is actually for work? Since when did you become so passionate about your job? Is there something you're not telling me?
Ouch, that hurts. As a professional executive officer, I have always been proactive at my job, haven't I? Besides, this is an excellent opportunity for you to see me in action. I'm sure the experience will come in handy if you run into any trouble in the future.
We don't want any trouble with the executive officers. Anyway, what's this case that you're working on?
I'm trying to track down a wanted criminal who's been missing for years now. His major crime is developing an illegal drug through illicit means. This drug is beyond existing theoretical knowledge and can significantly boost the user's ether aptitude temporarily. Simply put, it's like a wonder drug you see in the movies that can deliver superhuman strength with a single injection.
That sounds really suspicious. If we were in a movie, this is the part where the protagonist asks, but at what cost?
Wise is right. If such a drug really does exist and is safe to use, the city would already be researching and promoting it, wouldn't they?
Yes, this drug is extremely dangerous. In theory, it should have been completely destroyed years ago, but recently some rumors have started to circulate. They're probably connected to the drug's creator, the criminal I mentioned before. And my goal is to find him. Of course, I'll offer you fair compensation. Dennies are meant to be spent, so just name your price.
You should have mentioned that sooner. Of course we'll help you. Understanding the job of an executive officer is very important. So, when do we leave?
Now, no time to lose. Meet me at Port Elpis. I'll be waiting for you there, partner. Let's search for clues in this area and see if we can find anything on this suspicious drug. Whoa! Looks like we've got a big one over there.
With pleasure.
A bow is so convenient at times like this. It's perfect for someone as efficient as me.
I think you mean lazy.
Oh my, now there's a familiar face. If someone from public security... How do you do, my fellow officers?
That uniform. Is he an executive officer? What is he doing here?
Relax. I'm not the type of person to take credit for someone else's work. Right, Junior Seth? Oh, please say hi to your brother for me.
Junior?
He and I both graduated from the same academy. Just not in the same year. So, Asaba, executive officer, what are you doing here?
Oh, nothing much, really. Just a teensy little favor. I know PubSec is investigating the illegal drug case.
That's crucial evidence! You're definitely trying to steal our credit.
The drugs are connected to an important case I'm investigating. According to the In any case, PubSec officers are obligated to assist executive officers with their investigations inside the Hollows. In other words, you can't say no to me.
Mr. Executive Officer, it's not that we don't want to provide the...
Huh? Oh, has anyone told you that you're terrible at lying? Since you aren't willing to cooperate.
Such clean moves. Wait, did you just go through my pockets?
Aha! Found it. This is an unfinished product. You haven't completed the potency tests, if you ask me. This isn't the real stuff. Just a cheap knockoff.
You... How did you manage to gather so much information from just a few looks and a couple of sniffs?
Because I'm an elite from Section 6. So, do you regret choosing public security when you graduated?
Hey, you really know how to piss someone off, don't you?
Oh, thanks for the compliment. By the way, I should probably mention that there's a whole bunch of ethereals over there sprinting this way. I'll leave them for our brave and skilled public security officers to handle.
Wait, you're just gonna hide behind us like that?
I'm sure you don't need me to deal with these ethereals, right? Besides, I'm busy protecting my bamboo here. I believe in you. Go team!
Come on. Using me as an excuse now?
Oh, you're making me sad. I genuinely wanted to protect you from the bottom of my heart.
Just ignore him. Let's fight. Young citizen, have you gotten lost in the hollow? Do you need help?
They are still there. Help!
His eyes. What's happening?
There's no...
I don't think he can see us. Maybe he can't hear us either.
Stay away from him!
Oh shit, he got corrupted.
The kid's turning into an ethereal!
But why? His corruption symptoms were pretty mild. Plus his core came out in seconds!
Oh no, he's gonna attack!
It's too late. This ethereal is tougher than it looks. If you don't want to fight, then get behind me, now. I'll take him down.
This guy. Why do I get the feeling it isn't your average ethereal?
You're right. But worry about yourself first. I'd rather not have to scrape you off the floor here.
Damn it! Don't underestimate me!
One fell swoop.
Who's the pathetic one now? It's over now.
What happened to him? His corruption symptoms were unlike anything we've seen in the handbook. His core appeared almost instantly.
That's because those weren't signs of corruption. They're indicators of a late-stage disease.
Ether aptitude regression syndrome. People with
Where the
this
hell did
condition
this
are
guy
naturally
come from?
frail, with lesions appearing on their skin. But they have a higher ether aptitude than the average person. In the late stages, their bodies will rapidly deteriorate until they gradually lose all sensory perception under severe pain. In the end, just like that kid, even the slightest contact with ether causes severe corruption. Their high ether aptitude makes this disease turn a blessing into a curse. And there's no cure yet. Long time no see, Harumasa. How have you been these past years?
Do you... know each other?
We're old acquaintances. What are you doing here?
Look at you, all grown up. What happened to my little pal? Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Kirishima. I'm a doctor of sorts. That child who just turned into an ethereal was my patient. His condition had progressed to late stages. He couldn't take the pain anymore. So he decided to enter the hollow and end his own life. Sorry you had to see that. Children suffering from this disease usually don't live long. I wish I'd noticed his emotional struggles sooner.
So all those strange things just now were symptoms of a disease? At any rate, public security will need to look into this. We'll have to bring you in for a statement.
No problem. I'll fully cooperate with public security's work. But first, could you please give me a moment to catch up with my dear classmate here?
Go ahead.
I don't really see any need for us to catch up.
Come on now, I thought we'd have a lot to share. Honestly, I never imagined you'd still be... and become such an outstanding executive officer. But you've always been a well-behaved,
Well-behaved, diligent, and hardworking.
I'll take that as a compliment. So, since when did you become a doctor? And one who takes on patients like that?
I run a sanatorium that treats patients with ether aptitude regression syndrome to make up for my past mistakes.
What mistakes are we talking about here?
I'm genuinely surprised hearing those words coming from your mouth.
I may have done some bad things, but I was deceived by that man just like you were. You know that. Otherwise,
Whatever you say. What does any of this have to do with me?
If fate has reunited us here, there must be a reason. You and we should work together. I found some leads on him already. You've been looking for him for...
You've been investigating Master.
That's right. I found a shelter that he used to hide in years ago. If we work together...
Let me think about it. By the way, Master told me that I was his own... We're not classmates. I was clueless as a kid, and didn't care about these things.
Come on, but we're...
Sorry. How much longer will we...
We're done talking. The rest is public security's...
Ever heard of the old saying? No secrets allowed in my new Eridu?
Sorry. We can talk about it once we get somewhere soon. To be honest, I was only planning to snag a few samples from the PubSec officers. Everything that happened afterwards. The kid turning into an ethereal, and Kirishima.
What's up with that Kirishima guy? He said he was your senpai, but something felt kinda off between you two.
I have a master, and Kirishima was my master's assistant. I guess you could say we're old acquaintances. So yeah, no heartwarming, cheesy movie moments between me and him. I don't trust him.
I can tell that you two aren't very close.
Oh, and about the master thing. Cards on the table. Remember I told you the guy who made that drug is a wanted criminal who's been missing? Well, that wanted criminal is my master. His drug improves ether aptitude temporarily, but there's no way around the terrible side effects. And that's not all. He was found guilty by the Inquisitors in a trial at the time, but disappeared before facing punishment. Kirishima thinks my master fled to avoid punishment. He feels that he was deceived into participating in illegal experiments, so he wants to get back at my master for it. He even wanted me to join him.
And what about you?
Master taught me a lot of things, including archery. I was clueless about his research until he disappeared. I've been hoping to find him, because I've been trying to investigate this case since I became an executive officer. There's never been any substantial evidence until the drug resurfaced recently. The sample I saw was not my master's work. There. I just told you. Oh, one more thing, very important. If Chief Miyabi and the others ask you...
Don't worry. Your secret is safe with me.
Thanks. You're the best partner. Oops. I didn't realize it's... I'll let you know when I find any more leads.
These kids are currently living at my sanatorium. Tsubaki, Kana, Ryosuke.
Nice to meet you. Our families left us when we got sick. We're lucky Mr. Kirishima took us in.
Yeah. Mr. Kirishima's sanatorium gives us free food, shelter, and medical care.
I'm just doing my part.
Oh, really? Last I heard, certain characteristics of...
Anyway, since we're all here today, let's talk about happier things, shall we? My new manager friend here might not know this, but Harumasa was a real genius when he was a kid. First time he picked up a bow, he was hitting bullseyes. Just incredible.
He's still a genius, you know.
Not just archery. This kid could learn anything with minimal guidance. Gotta envy that talent. Too bad Master turned out the way he did. The things that man did are unforgivable. That's why I want to find him with Harumasa.
Your name's Kana, right? Why are you so quiet?
She's not used to socializing due to her health. Don't mind her. Come on, no use just standing here. Let's go inside and have some hot pot. Got any plans next? Maybe we could find somewhere else to...
Sorry that we're meeting again under such circumstances, Mr. Kirishima. But we've received an anonymous tip about illegal activities you may be involved with. Please, come with us.
Illegal activities? You must be mistaken. I have always been a law-abiding citizen.
No mistake, sir. We're here for you. You know exactly what this is about. Now come along, Mr. Kirishima. We'll get you situated with some fresh tea down at the station.
I'm afraid this isn't a good time. I have to take these kids back to the sanatorium soon. They hardly get to see the outside world, and I can't just leave them all on their own. Surely you understand.
Cooperating with public security is every law-abiding citizen's duty. Don't give our officer a hard time. Tell you what, I'll take the kids. I promise they'll get back to the sanatorium safely. Sound good?
Mr. Kirishima, shall we go?
Okay. I'll entrust the kids with you, Harumasa. But... could you take them to Port Elpis? The sanatorium is nearby, and I'll send someone to pick them up.
Oh. You don't want me to visit the sanatorium? Got something to hide?
Of course not. I just don't want you to go out of your way. The sanatorium is in a remote area with a quiet environment to better help our patients. It's really hard to find without someone leading the way.
Oh, I see. Well, my super rich friend here wants to come too. Wouldn't you want a wealthy investor to see your sanatorium? Might just drop a couple $100 million dennies on it.
Investing money we don't have. Absolutely.
That's right. I'm very interested in your project, and if I like what I see, I'd happily invest $100 million.
We'd need to prepare for such an esteemed guest properly. There's still parts of the sanatorium that need work. We'll be sure to invite you once everything's ready. Isn't that right, Tsubaki?
Yes. Mr. Kirishima is right. We still have to get some things ready.
All right. I'll bring them to the port and your staff can meet us there.
Okay, kids, stay close to Harumasa. Be good and don't cause him any trouble. Got it?
Got it.
See you later. All right, everyone. Let's go. I'll take you to the port.
The lighthouse, probably.
Wait, you mean the drugs we seized are linked to a big case from years ago?
That's what people are saying. Apparently it's a case from way back when.
Wait, why are they just discussing this in public? Shouldn't this be discussed behind closed doors?
There was this researcher who invented an enhancing serum that could boost ether aptitude significantly in an instant. But that's not even the wildest part. Do you know how the drug is made? They make it from living beings.
Living beings? Like...
You can't even imagine. They make it from live human tissue.
Live? Human tissue?
It's from patients with a special disease. We saw one, remember? The kid who turned into an ethereal right before us? I think it was called ether aptitude regression syndrome. It's a terminal illness. Most patients die before reaching adulthood, and the longer they live, the more dangerous it gets. The gist of it is, because of this disease, their tissue can be used to create the wonder drug that boosts ether aptitude.
What wonder drug? This is straight up illegal. And using live people to make it?
Well, it's definitely very risky for the patients. But to be honest, if they could reduce the side effects, considering we have to go into the hollows regularly, even the best of us can run into danger.
But isn't that unethical? Yeah, we might be safer, but what about the patients? They deserve to live a good life too!
You make a good point.
It's a small price to pay. Since the disease is terminal, just like your colleague pointed out, maybe using them to make drugs that help others isn't such a bad idea. Making the world a better place often means sacrifices. Between patients who won't live long and looking at the big picture from New Eridu's standpoint, these patients are just necessary sacrifices we have to make.
Asaba Harumasa! As an executive officer at Section 6, how could you say that? No one deserves to be a sacrifice! We all swore an oath when we graduated from the academy. No matter where we end up, public security or HSO, we pledge to serve and protect all civilians equally, not to judge them as more or less valuable. You can't weigh one life over another. If you really believe that, you shouldn't be wearing that uniform.
Hey, Seth, calm down. Harumasa probably didn't mean it that way.
Interesting. I never thought a man like your brother could have a sibling like you.
Huh? What's my brother got to do with this?
Nothing. Just thinking out loud. Seth Lowell.
What? You want to fight? I'm not afraid of you!
You're an honest man. You're going to make an excellent public security officer.
Huh? Huh?
Oh, and just to clarify, the drug's made from spinal fluid, not body tissue. It has to be extracted directly from the back of the neck while the patient is still alive. Well then, I'll leave you officers to your work.
What was that all about? Things escalated pretty fast. You're not mad, are you?
No. I was just curious how other authorities think about the drug, that's all. By the way, what's your take on this drug?
The production of this drug is unethical. What kind of civilized society would use living people to make medicine? Just like Seth said, no one should be a sacrifice.
No one should be a sacrifice, huh? I see. The kids are probably done talking. Let's go check on them. What do you want to drink? It's on me. Excuse me, can I get a bitter gourd juice first?
Bitter gourd juice? That's, Unique choice?
You might be surprised, but bitterness can actually taste pretty good once you're used to it. When you've had to take as many meds as I have, for as long as I have, you start to appreciate the flavor. Relax. You can trust me. Not just because I'm from... I've also got some unfinished business.
It was Kirishima who killed Shinya. And others, too. A lot of kids at the sanatorium have died because of him.
Oh, does he send them to the Hollows to die?
He's doing experiments on you, isn't he?
You...
Just a guess. I didn't see any puncture marks on your necks.
Yeah, Kirishima has been using us, taking our spinal fluid to make that ether aptitude booster drug. The whole sanatorium is just one big human experiment lab. But he tells everyone it's a charity to help us.
Shinya wasn't even that sick, but Kirishima... He injected Shinya with the drug he developed himself. Just because he wanted to collect data on the side effects. Fully aware it's deadly to people like us.
Oh, that's... messed up. Damn.
Even though his drug is an unfinished product, the side effects are still too much for patients with ether aptitude regression syndrome.
Shinya took my place. I was the one who was supposed to get injected.
I know people at public security.
We can't. He warned us that the other kids at the sanatorium are his hostages. And if we do anything, they'll die.
How's your condition right?
Not great. I probably don't have much time left.
Don't say things like that, Kana.
I'm not just saying that, Tsubaki. I've made up my mind. Next time, when it's your turn to extract the spinal fluid, just use mine. He won't care whose it is, as long as it works, at the very least.
No! You should rest more because your condition's worsened.
There you all are. I've been looking everywhere.
Man, get this fool out of thy face. I don't want to see him.
Look who's here. What took you so long?
I would never. The guy I sent to meet you must have dozed off in the car. He wasn't picking up my calls.
Sounds like he's burnt out from working too hard. You should watch out for that. Labor disputes are not fun.
You're right. I'll keep that in mind. It's getting late.
Don't worry. I've talked to the kids and slipped GPS trackers and mics on them.
You didn't say anything you shouldn't have today, did you?
No! We didn't say anything!
Good. Remember, you're just my living medical supplies.
Man, maybe we should just inject into this guy's neck. I don't like... Get this guy out of here. Take his spinal fluid without any benefit to it, just cuz.
Anyone who dares disobey me will be joining Shinya soon. I could use someone to test the side effects of the latest batch.
This guy is pure evil. We've got to stop him.
We'll use the recordings as evidence, and I'm going to track down the exact coordinates of the sanatorium. But like Kana said, there are other kids there. We can't risk alerting him. As for the spinal fluid, I'll figure something out.
What's wrong?
I'm fine. Let's head back first.
Whoa, afternoon tea! Thank you, Master.
That drug he got there. Come on, man.
Remember, Harumasa, what do we do before snack time?
I know. It's time for that. I need to get the shot in my neck first.
That's right. And don't forget your daily medicine. These are all necessary things to help you get better.
Don't worry, Master. I'm not afraid of pain or medicine.
God, there's so many channels here. These are blood products? All those finished products in the bin.
But the medicine, it's bitter like the black coffee that you always drink.
Good boy. You're going to get better soon.
Then, if I keep being a good boy, will I get a prize?
What did you have in mind?
I want your headband. With that, I'll be as good as you.
The headband isn't what does that. Very well. But you have to keep being a good boy, okay?
You've been awfully quiet.
Sorry. Anyway, back to what we were saying. I've been dodging this topic, but I'm just like those kids. I have ether aptitude regression syndrome.
I mean, I figured that because he knows a lot about it, especially when he's talking to them.
This disease affects different parts of the body for different people. For me, it's mainly my lungs and heart. As you can see, it's also caused my chronic condition.
You're not gonna turn into an ethereal like the boy we saw in the hollow, are you?
Don't worry, my condition is mild. You know what they say.
Kirishima is the real bad guy here.
Back when I was first diagnosed, my parents took me to the best hospital in the city. They told me they'd get some food for me while we waited, but they never came back. I was too little to even speak properly then. But after that, Master took me in. He taught me a lot of things. He said he wanted to cure me. So every day, I took lots of meds and got injections in the back of my neck. It wasn't until much later I realized they weren't giving me shots, but extracting materials from me to make the booster drug. The choker I wear is actually to cover the scars on my neck. But hey, it looks pretty good, doesn't it? Oops, I've said more than I should.
But I care.
You don't have to look so sad. But anyway, back to the matter at hand. He said he wants to help me find Master, but what he really wants is the research data and drug sample. But now that it's come to this, I have no choice but to confront him. When the time comes, I'll be counting on your guidance, partner.
Okay, now I really feel bad because I thought he was just a slacker. I mean, I knew he looked like he was sick, but I didn't think it was that bad. Alright, let's just wrap up the story here.
Excuse me, my hard-working colleagues. It's such a pleasure to...
Harumasa, you're late again.
Oh, he's with me. He mentioned wanting to join HSOs.
What he said.
You've got great potential. I'm sure with a little effort, you'll make it into HSO. But I'm here today because I have a few things I want to say.
Aren't you here because today is a work day?
Actually, no. But, Yanagi, I wanted to thank you for everything. I know you've done a lot for me. My leave excuses are all over the place. But without your help, I would have been called in by the higher-ups for— Man, I hate to admit it, but even though we joined around the same time, you're way ahead of me now. Chief Miyabi, thank you for your trust all this time. If it weren't for you, HSO probably never would have accepted someone like me with all my health issues.
Like I said before, I chose you because you're strong.
And Lil Sokaku, I'm sorry for always pulling you aside at work to lecture you.
Asaba, did something happen?
It's nothing. It's just, starting today, as the chief would put it, I'm doing a training tied to my past self.
Oh, so you're training!
Nope. But if perhaps you could take over my workload?
Training is good, but don't push yourself too hard. I trust you, both as your superior.
That's right. If you run into any problems, contact us anytime.
Yeah! And if you're not back on time...
Thanks.
You were acting a little strange back there. That wasn't a death flag, was it?
Of course not. It's getting late. Let's get ready to enter the Hollow.
Okay, I always wondered why Qing Yi was on my team. It's like, does she play a role in this story? I don't think she does.
Let's see. The place we agreed to
Please
meet
note,
Hiroshima.
there is a mechanism here that can move containers.
Gee, this really is a port. There's so much dust. I have a sensitive throat. Even a little dust can trigger a reaction. But it's no biggie. Let's keep going.
What's wrong?
I'm okay. Just haven't gotten much sleep lately.
You don't look okay.
Observation. Asaba Harumasa is exhibiting hand tremors, coughing, and reduced accuracy during
Okay. I admit I can't rest now.
Do you really need to find your master that badly?
I need an answer. And more importantly, if my master's research falls into his hands, a lot of people will die. It's like Pandora's box. He won't stop pursuing his grand ambitions. So please, please, fight with me until the very end.
If you insist.
But thank you, partner. Don't worry. I value my life highly. And the last thing I do is push myself too hard. All right.
Wise, should we be doing this?
Don't worry. I've got a plan B. We can contact Section 6 if anything really does go wrong.
Good thinking, Wise. I'll...
Who's the pathetic one now? Hiroshima is just up ahead. Honestly, he's the last person I want to see right now. But there's no other choice. I'll just have to suck it up.
Tip. There is a special location sensor ahead. There's a device on the wall ahead that can be triggered by an arrow.
Harumasa, what's wrong?
I'm fine. This is...
Do you recognize the symbol?
Yeah. When I was being experimented on, there were other adult... Master told me they were there to keep an eye on him. They weren't friends, so we agreed that if I wanted time alone with him, then he'd come find me by himself.
Damn it, it's not here either.
What are you looking for?
Oh, nothing. Just seems like there's nothing here that could help us find Master. But as I thought, you're the only one who can solve this puzzle.
Is that so? I used to think I knew him. Just like everyone thinks they know their family. But now...
Here comes the first. Yeah!
Yo, where's my guy aiming?
That ethereal keeps circling around the briefcase.
Forget about the ethereal. Go get that briefcase now!
Master's whereabouts. Master's clothes are scattered near that ethereal. Is he really still alive?
Harumasa, I know you're concerned for his...
I know you've been after what's inside that briefcase from the start. And I know you want to use Master's work to advance your own research, creating the so-called miracle drug that allows humans to conquer the Hollows. And that's why you built the sanatorium. I know it all. And a team is rescuing those kids from your sanatorium as we speak. So tell me.
Guess I couldn't have fooled you after all. You even got the sanatorium's coordinates. Whatever, it's not that important anyway. Now that the puzzle's solved, since we've known each other for so many years, I'll tell you, your precious master, he's over there growling right now.
You mean?
That's right. That ethereal is your master.
I had questions for him.
If anyone's at fault, it's your master. Once we make a true ether aptitude booster, we'll no longer fear the Hollows. When that time comes, a new world will be born.
Even if it means stepping over countless bodies?
You mean those patients? They're just necessary sacrifices on the path to a new world. Even without my involvement, you wouldn't live much longer. So, in a sense, I'm putting waste to good use. Wouldn't you agree?
You really have the nerve to say that.
Deep down, you know it too. That's why the power players turn to me to continue the research.
There aren't that many patients with ether aptitude regression syndrome. Even if you develop a drug without side effects.
That's just a minor issue. At that point, we can simply induce the disease in ordinary people. Humans are an abundant resource. You don't know, do you? The power players have done many experiments already, and they've used up plenty of patients like you. Though, only your master's results were stable. Too bad he grew. What a joke! Feeling pity for someone with one foot in the coffin like you. He never hesitated when extracting your spinal fluid before. But he refused to perform the final experiment at the last minute.
You mean he...
Oh, you're deteriorating rapidly.
Don't get cocky! Damn it! I don't see Kirishima.
We don't know what he'll do next. What's happening to you, Harumasa? Kirishima...
I'm fine.
If you don't tell me the truth right now...
Kirishima extracts spinal fluid from those kids regularly, but they're not in good shape, so... I had them use my spinal fluid instead. We needed to find Master and secure the drug samples he left, after taking everything into consideration.
You need to go to the hospital.
It's fine. The dose was small enough not to cause any serious side effects. Besides, my tolerance is different from theirs. More importantly, I still have things to do. It might sound stupid, but I don't want him wandering around forever in the Hollows in that form.
Absolutely not.
Sorry. Don't worry. Thanks for accompanying me this whole way, partner. No need to worry. You should be happy for me. I can finally put an end to all this. Don't worry, I'm terribly weak. clear mind. Arrows fly true.
Why don't we?
No. Trust me. I can beat him. I have
I detect Asaba Harumasa's vital signs are rapidly declining.
No. If this continues, he'll... Master.
Are you okay? Is it your business?
Well done, Harumasa. I'll go ahead and take what he left behind. Looks like you can't see or hear me anymore.
Hey, give us back the key! Who do you think you are?
Just stay here. You won't survive for much longer.
Damn it! I won't let you...
Harumasa! Harumasa, wake up! Stay with me!
Where am I? Everyone.
Tell me, will we ever get to feel the wind again?
It's not over yet! I still have unfinished business.
Listen to me, Harumasa.
Master.
The essence of archery is not to be sought from the outside. It resides within you. Each time you pull the string.
It's useless. Even if you smash it, as long as there's a single drop, my people can replicate it. You...
Kiss your grand plans goodbye.
Harumasa, what have you done?
Sorry, little proxy, but I can't let this thing exist in the world. I guess this was my final vacation request.
Wait, no! Stay with me!
I don't know if it's bugged, but the fact that there's no music at the end result screen this time around, it's a nice touch.
This headband is yours now,
Huh? Can I really have it?
as I promised. But don't think it'll help you hit 10 bullseyes in a row while wearing it.
Got it! Thank you, Master.
Harumasa,
Huh?
No, it's nothing. If one day I'm not around anymore, you must keep up with your medication and routine checkups. Do you understand?
Master, are you leaving? Did I do something wrong?
It's not your fault. I'm just really tired, but not yet. I've still got a lot of work to do.
Will you come back after your break?
If I have the chance, I will. I once thought I could save more people. If the gods have abandoned this world, trapping us in endless calamity, then we must reclaim the power of the gods with our mortal bodies. But this is wrong. I can't exchange this real, immediate suffering right in front of me for a distant and uncertain possibility. One who offers salvation in exchange for sacrifice isn't so. I wish for your life to always be your own, and I'm sorry.
What's all the fuss? This...
Not a prank. We are celebrating the return of a teammate who's recovered from a serious illness.
That's right! We've prepared lots of yummy goodies!
Asaba, you're on time today.
A warm welcome to our executive officer who's back on the job.
Man, just hearing back on the job gives me instant work fatigue. But all jokes aside, thanks, guys. My ashes would have been floating out to sea already.
You almost sound disappointed?
Executive Officer Asaba Harumasa, you've done great work and saved countless civilians from the Hollows. I'm very proud of you.
Why so formal all of a sudden?
What was that saying again? Those who serve...
Nothing beats a place where you can feel the breeze, to be honest. I didn't think I'd get to see you again. When I injected that drug in my neck, I thought I was done for. The doctor said the fact I was alive was sheer luck, not to mention how quick my recovery was. Guess I can be lucky too sometimes.
I'm just glad you're okay.
The kids at the sanatorium were all rescued and taken to a specialized hospital. As for the power players behind the scenes, we managed to get several names out of Kirishima during his...
About your master.
Yeah. I've collected his belongings. To me, Master was my only family. But now, the deceit and exploitation were real. But so were the care and kindness.
Have you decided to forgive?
I wouldn't call it forgiveness. I take it as it is. Good or bad, pain or joy. There's nothing I don't accept. Perhaps that's what makes up life itself. There's always going to be evil. Like how I was on the brink but recovered miraculously.
Mr. Asaba Harumasa, based on your recent test results, we have a hypothesis that our analysis suggests that the drug you injected may...
What do you mean? That drug was supposed to be poison to me and
Poison? No. It's more like a special cure tailored just for you. We have detected active residual ingredients inside your body that not only control the disease, but are a perfect match for your physiology. In other words, this medicine only... It's just a shame that it is an unfinished product. But...
So the medicine that your master left behind wasn't any kind of booster drug. It was made specially to treat your illness.
I guess so. I wonder when he stopped working on the ether booster drug and began focusing on creating a cure for me. I had no idea. That's probably why those people decided to get rid of him. Thanks for being here. Don't worry. But if one day I become sick and turn into an ethereal, don't frown. We all know that day's gonna come sooner or later. When that happens, and if you're around, I hope you can do me a small favor and end my life. Don't leave me wandering forever as an ethereal in a hollow. Please.
All right, I promise.
Thank you. Though, I really hope that day doesn't come anytime soon. All right. Let's both aim to live our lives to the fullest in this messed up, wounded, yet so brilliantly beautiful world.
I'm trying to selfie this with the group. Can I do it? Damn, dude, I'm blocking everyone. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Oh, I like this angle. Man, she's blinking. Can I take it again? I can confidently say that I'm glad I read through Harumasa's story event. I was just gonna brush it off as like, oh, it's just another event. But with 2 hours and 32 minutes remaining until it goes away, it's definitely worth reading it all the way through.
Only the brave will win.
It's our turn, bro. Is it time to clock out?
I gotta put this guy on my team now. I'm motivated.
Need something? Go ask my colleagues.
Only the brave will win.
Is it time to clock out? Need something? Go ask my colleagues. Is it time to clock out?
Good one. Good work. Okay. Healing session fired up. Here I come. Hey, amazing play.
There's no time to lose. My blade is already here.
We fighting? Take me.
Standing by.
Need something? Go ask my colleagues. Is it time to clock out? Need something? Go ask my colleagues. Need something? Go ask my colleagues.
Alright, I'm just gonna skip the boring part and end the stream here because I'm just gonna be building this guy. But anyways, thanks for coming out to watch a stream. If you're watching it as a VOD, thanks for watching it till the end. The story was actually a lot better than I expected, so it's definitely worth a watch. Oh, and then one more thing. I do also plan on streaming this Thursday. It's another game, Blue Archive. The anniversary is happening that day, and I plan to catch up on the story there too, so look forward to that one, I guess. Alright, later.